Yeah, exactly. All right, are we ready? Let's go. Okay, welcome back to the Blood Prison Shakedown, and we have a special guest today. We are back with good friend of mine. I use that term loosely.
Thanks.
We are going to talk today with Kermit Richmond of the infamous Scarefactory. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing great. Thanks, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Find the place okay?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's not too hard to find.
No, it's a nice little drive.
Yeah, hell yeah. So you're coming up from Scarefactory down in Columbus. Do you work today?
No.
No?
Oh, no.
Well, that's weird. I thought you worked every day.
Well, normally I do.
Yeah?
But not today. No, I had today off. I had some stuff I had to take care of.
Right on. Well, that one last year when I came down to get my prop, you weren't there. And I like walking in, I'm like, good to see Kermit, gonna hang out and bust balls. And they were like, yeah, Kermit had to have surgery. And I was just like, Dick didn't tell me about that.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, yeah. I bet it was.
Yeah.
That was a lasting memory of surgery. So what happened? You, what was it?
My appendix.
Appendix, that's right. I knew it wasn't nothing like major, but.
Right.
So, yeah, I sat down there and talked to them, and as best I could. Just wasn't the same without you, though, buddy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
It was a whole different atmosphere.
It really is. Like, people were happy and bouncing around.
I know, right? I love it when I'm gone.
Yeah. So I met you, God, this is probably going back, I don't know, it's probably been, well, the first time we took Mike to Trans World with Creature Core, so that would have been probably like, I don't know, 2018 maybe, 2019, somewhere in there.
Yep.
And he was really nervous about going back. He was like, he thought you guys were going to hate him. And he was just like, man, the fucking Scarefactory guys are going to give me so much shit. And I was just like, why? Oh, because, man, that's just how they are. You don't know Kermit. And I'm just like, nah, I don't know Kermit, but we're going to find out. I got your back, man. Don't worry about it. We'll be all right. And he's just like, and then when they saw him, they're like, hey, what's up, man? And everyone started bullshitting, and he kind of calmed down and everything.
Right.
But that's when I met you the first time was probably like that, in that time frame.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. We're probably overdue for this.
All past. I mean, come on, man. I've been in it for like 20 years now.
Hell yeah. So so there's another good question is like, how long have you been at Scarefactory?
For 20 years.
20 years this year.
2021.
Yeah.
I mean, a little over 20 years. Maybe.
That's just wild. So how much has it changed?
Oh, it's changed quite a bit.
Yeah. So when you first started, what were you building then? Was it like always big stuff or
no?
No.
When I first started there was a lot of smaller props.
Yeah.
That we did, and even back during those first 5, 6, 7 years, we did a lot of smaller props. So, it was okay to do smaller props, but you just had to do so many of them at the same time.
Yeah.
It was just nonstop, small prop. How many can get done a day,
Yeah.
That kind of shit. But my very first design for the Scarefactory was the Angel of Death. You remember that prop?
Is that the one that stands up and like opens up its big wings? And is that like a scissor mech thing that opens up?
It's a scissor mech, but it doesn't come up; it shoots out.
Okay, then I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was my first one, and I was like, "What the
Yeah.
hell am I doing building this?"
Yeah.
Come on, guys. First prop, and it's got like 20 some odd cylinders on it, and I was like, "Damn."
Oh yeah.
Scared to build it.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing with this? We're
Yeah.
not going to put this over people, are we?
Right. It's got to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then when did they kind of start transitioning to like the big stuff?
It was kind of a slow process. I mean, they've always kind of had some kind of big stuff, but probably over the past, 6, 7, 8 years, we've been stepping it up, and now we're doing 20-foot monsters.
That's just wild. Yeah. That's just
yeah.
wild. The one I wanted to get this year was just insane. But I wouldn't even fit in here in this place.
Oh, you could get it through the door.
Shit. I couldn't get it. Well, it would fit, but like, I don't know if you remember me telling you, it's like, dude, it's going to hit a wall here. It's going to hit the tier here.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But it was so cool, man.
Yeah.
And those are like, so the first time I went to Trans World was in 2010, I believe. 2010 or 11. I think it was 2010, but like that was like when I was first working with, or when I was Creature Core was a thing with Robert Kurtzman.
Right.
And the first year there, it was just, the first time you go, you're like, holy shit, there's like, But then when we go to the dark area, which I could have swore the dark area was in a different... Has it always been where it's at?
Pretty much.
Really? I could have swore it was on it, like, kind of around the... Kind of where it is, but more toward the back. But, many brain cells before that. Yeah, and then I remember going in there and just going like, holy shit, what is this? Just seeing the big, monsters and everything that you guys had. And it was just like... and it seemed like you guys were like probably one of the only ones back there then, weren't you?
Yeah, I think there were a couple that were back there. I don't know. Maybe Poison Pross was still in there.
Maybe. I don't remember, but I just remember your guys' stuff.
Because it's a long time ago. But I mean, ever since I've been working there, we've been in the dark zone. So, that is 20 years. That's
just wild. That's just wild to think about. So like, but you guys do more than just, I remember, you telling us about like the carnival games.
Yeah.
And the actual attractions. Like Mike always used to talk about going to like the, was it Bahrain or, and doing like attractions over there or games in like the Philippines. And I'm just like, man, you guys really like go all those places, huh?
Yeah. We had like, it was when Mike went out to the Philippines, it was like a game system that they had bought, but they bought multiples of.
Yeah.
And he went out to set those up. Bahrain was first time they had ever seen a haunted house.
Mm-hmm.
And that was interesting. That was my first trip to Bahrain.
Yeah.
And loved it. People were great. Everything was chill over there for the most part. It was at F1.
Mm-hmm.
So that was exciting to get to watch the cars run.
Oh, yeah.
But I learned so much running that haunt just from those people.
Yeah.
That it was amazing to me. That's when I really started thinking about, how these other haunts are doing it, what they do,
mm-hmm.
how do they trigger people, how do they cue the line, what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a great experience.
Oh, yeah. How many times did you go out there?
Just once.
Oh, just once?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was enough. That was the first time was the best time. After that, I heard everybody bitching about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, I had a great time.
You're right. I went out. It was perfect. So there you go. Where else have you went? Like, where else have you traveled around the world anywhere else?
Not around the world, but all over the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm out of the, maybe a handful of states I haven't been to.
Really?
Yeah.
Did that get old?
Oh, it got real old.
Yeah.
There was one year where I was on like...
all the installs and stuff.
So many flights, and I'm like, I am so done flying anywhere.
Yeah.
I am just over it.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet. So what is your, like favorite prop from Scarefactory?
Well, I don't really have like a favorite prop.
Mm-hmm.
I like a lot of the stuff that we've done in the past. I like a lot of the stuff that we're doing now. For me, it's more of, I like to see what people react when they come in and they see it. That's my thing. You know? When you come in and you're like, oh, holy Christ, what is that? You know? And I'm like, that's nice. I like that. And maybe it was a prop that I'm like, oh, this is going to flop. And then people come in and they just eat it up, they love it. And I'm like, wow, we did something, pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Well, I always remember seeing the big, the big dragon head.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably your most famous piece. It's everywhere. I don't have one, but it's everywhere. You know what I mean?
Well, it depends on what year you look at as to what our most famous piece is.
That's the one really I just see the most.
Because we've done the Pumpkin King.
Yeah.
That was a giant,
Yeah.
to turn your back on me. I tend to play with my food before eating. You laugh now, but let's see how you light up after I carve you open. Eating right among me and my kin, the harvested slaves of the Pumpkin King.
That's true.
Back when we were doing the hearse, that was,
Yeah.
everybody loved that. Couldn't get enough of it.
Jeez. So you guys have been, all right, so you've been there 20, 21 years. How long has it been a thing? Like, was it open much longer before you got there?
A little bit longer, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's
I
wild.
didn't come in right off the top. No.
Right. How much has changed, like, just people-wise since you've been there?
People change a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably run through a ton of different crew and everything else.
Well, it's, this industry is a little bit funny because, you hire people in to do molds.
Yeah.
You hire artists in to paint. You hire, guys in to do tech work or wood shop work or be a fabricator or whatever. And when they're coming in here, they don't know what the hell they're getting into.
Yeah.
They have no idea, What are you going to build a monster, huh? And, some guys like that, and some guys are like, I just wanted to sit on my ass and weld on a beam. I didn't have to, to get up and cut and drill and grind and cry and piss and moan and wonder where the bolt is,
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same way with every department. A lot of people come in and they're not ready for what they're going to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can't just advance right away in this industry. You know, you've got to either have some kind of education or you got to be trained up somehow.
Sure. Yeah, you got to have at least some sort of an idea of how it's going to roll.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That doesn't make it easy if you don't know what you're doing.
Well,
you know what I mean?
The thing is, we're a production facility.
Yeah.
So that's what we're aimed at. Although we do the haunted house stuff, we're still a production facility.
Right. Sure. Yeah, and some of that stuff is it's just magnificent when you see how big it is and how you guys get it to move and the audio. Everything that comes out of it now, everything's talking, as far as something in your show to a greeting piece that tells you the rules. You know what I mean? That when you come in, it's just there's so many different things now. And then going back, if you go on the Scarefactory website, you can go back all the years, new for 22, 21, 20, and just look at all that's oh my God, man, they've got just a ton of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you ever get an order for something back from 2010? Oh, fuck, we haven't done one of those in,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Happens all the time.
Really?
Yeah, and then there'll be times where I'll go through and I'll be like, okay, I think I have the drawings for this.
Right?
Most of the time I don't.
Uh-oh.
So you're like, okay, well, we'll figure it out again.
Yeah. Yeah, so, do you guys go anywhere else as far as or is it just Transworld? Do you do IAPA or anything like that?
No, we used to do IAPA.
Yeah.
And that was, that's a lot to do 2 shows like that a year.
Sure.
Especially with what we go through to set up. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of, vendors that go to Transworld that set up incredible, booths and everything. But it's a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
Kudos to everybody that goes to Transworld.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Transworld is so, that's the one thing that I love about going there is just, it's just always fun. I miss vending because I don't vend anymore. But, I kind of miss it. It's kind of weird to say, but it's probably worse for you guys because you guys probably get out there Monday, or before with semi trailers and everything else.
Oh yeah,
we roll in with a box truck, you know what I mean, and it was just we would leave at midnight and get there at 7 or 8 in the morning, so we try and get a good spot in line to unload, and then we'd unload all day and try to get things set up, and then so we're up almost 2 days in a row, and then. But I really miss doing that. It's one of the things that was just, I don't know, it was just fun to me.
Well, my first couple of years, it was great too. But after a while, it's not as much fun. It's more work than fun, you know.
Because you've done it so much.
Well, yeah, and not only that, but you know, when we go out and set up, you know, we get some pretty long nights.
Yeah.
So
I bet. You got a lot there. You got a lot to do.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you got to program, make sure nothing's going to run into something else. Because we've got stuff flying all over the place and flinking here and there. Yeah,
you really do. Everything moves just so much. And like the one I don't remember what it was called, but that big 20-foot piece you guys is swinging the guy around. It's just like.
That's popular.
Dude. That is so cool.
Yeah.
You know, but that's what happens. Like everything that, you know, but there's so many things there that like just look so good. And it's cool in the dark zone because you can see it in the element.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the dark zone itself has grown so much. I mean, like, there's like that whole outer rim now that's got booths all around it. And, you know.
Yeah.
But none of it is you know, big and big as your stuff.
Right. Well, there's nobody that does that.
Yeah. Which makes you guys unique.
Yes.
And you're the perfect guy to work there because you're unique.
Kind of strange. I'll give you that.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, hey, it's fun to go out. I hate that we live less than an hour away, and I see you once a year.
I know, right?
In St. Louis, it's like, well, we'll go to St. Louis, hang out with Kermit for a while.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
At the Marriott.
Right.
At the Marriott outside, because it's like I always like when I'm walking up, I'm always like, "Where's Kermit at? Is he over there?"
Yeah.
I haven't seen you as much, man.
Well, you know, I don't. Of course, I'm getting older, just like you.
Yeah.
But
we ain't getting any younger.
You know what's funny that you mentioned that is because, and I've thought about this even when past couple years actually, is that you know, the crowds changed.
Yeah.
You know,
for sure,
100% changed. But it's still a cool crowd. You know, you can still walk outside and see 100 people and none of them be on their phone, you know,
right,
talking to each other, interacting.
Yeah, that is nice.
So that's nice. Yeah. But, you know, a lot of you just see so many people that have either, you know, died or left the industry or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a, you know, kind of a sad thing to see.
Yeah.
For being in it so long.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. But I mean, when you go someplace for so long, that's gonna happen,
right?
You know what I mean?
But the good news is you've got all these new guys coming up, all these new and that's great.
Yeah, because like you see like new people come in and just wow you with when you think, dude, it can't really get any better than that. Then you're just like, oh shit, yeah, I guess it can.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I've met a lot of guys that are going to be like, oh, I'm gonna get me a booth up here, and by God, they do.
Yeah.
And they're kicking ass, so good for them.
Well, and it's ever changing. It's ever evolving. I mean, it's always like, I mean, just look at all the booths that are there that, just thrive, year after year. You know what I mean? From masks to props to animatronics to, you know what I mean? It's like, you name it. There's so many different things and new ones come in and you're right. It has like the crowd has changed so much because like I would tell these guys and it's just like, man, the first time I went to Trans World, it was way different. I mean, there was still the big show and it was still cool and there was the big pieces and everything, but it was like, I'm not going to bring up any names, but it was just like, we would go to like, there were parties.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It was just like, found myself in some parties where I'm just like, there's some wild shit going on in here.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And it got crazy. And it was just like, now that I don't really even hear about that kind of stuff anymore.
Well, we're too old to be in the loop.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. We're too old. Like, I don't want those guys going in there.
Right.
But yeah, those were, and again, I'm not going to name drop or anything, but it was like, I remember there was this one attraction and they were pretty well known. And we were standing outside the Marriott and they pull up in this. It was a bus. It was like this big bus,
Right.
And they pull up, and these guys come off the bus with cameras, you know, and they're filming these guys getting off the bus, and they're from this certain attraction, and they're just like, yeah, man, you know, it's just like I've been on the bus all night trying to get here, and we're finally here, and it's like doing this whole reality thing, and we're just like, what is happening here? What is this? You know what I mean? So it's just like, but I don't even see like that kind of stuff.
Right.
It's all just turned into kind of just a big party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Where everyone's just kind of cool with each other, and
Yeah.
you know.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, especially having done this for so long. You know, now when I get done with work, I'm tired.
Right?
I don't want to go party down at, you know, wherever.
Yeah.
You know.
It's kind of hard sometimes because I do. It's just like, you know, I want to go hang out, and I always end up doing it, but it's just like you can kind of tell year after year. It's just like, yeah, maybe I'll
Hold back a little.
And go in a little early. Like, I haven't had a drink at Trans World in it's been a few years.
Right.
I haven't had a drink.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'll just
Yep.
go and hang out and, you know, shoot the shit with people, and you know.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't even like the first year I went, because I missed a couple years, like not more than a couple, almost from like 2012 to like 2017. I didn't go because I was always staying back working while they were at the show. And the first time I went back, I remember I flew out, and just like, oh, I forgot how cool this was. You know what I mean? And they just
Right.
partied down all week. And like I got in the Uber to go to the airport on Sunday, and I was like in the Uber, like dude had to wake me up because I'm just like, I have like passed out in the Uber, you know, and this dude's like, hey man, we're here. I'm just like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, sorry about that. He's like, yeah, no problem. I get up and go in the plane, sleep on the plane because I was just exhausted.
Right. Yeah.
It's tiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's totally, especially if you're going to party while you're down there.
Yeah.
You know,
But
I'd like to hang out, not working one year.
yeah,
You know, and just, that'd be great, but
when's that going to happen?
it ain't going to happen. That'll never happen.
When is Kermit going to be at Trans World not working?
Never.
Never. Well, there's
Yeah.
worse jobs though, man.
Oh yeah.
There are worse jobs, that's
For
for sure.
sure.
You
Yeah.
know. So what else is new? So can you give us a maybe a sneak peek of some new stuff? Are you guys working for new props for next year? Are you looking at? Are you still just filling orders, or?
Actually, we talked about doing a little more progressiveness on that as far as making some new stuff for the new year.
Yeah, what like such as?
Well, I'm not going to say anything
come on.
specifically, but,
Okay.
but you know, we want to start working on it. Maybe, you know, do a couple props here and there that we can take with us next year and be prepped for it.
Yeah.
So we don't have that, you know, just like when I say, you know, we go to Trans World when retired, you know, we've worked a lot to get to Trans World.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not like just, oh my God, we had to unload trucks and sit up and
Yeah.
stay up all night. No, we've stayed up all night already building shit and
Yeah.
getting it ready. So,
Yeah. Well, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I get excited every year to see what new stuff people are going to bring.
well,
know
we
what I
never
mean?
know. We ask people what they want, and
Yeah.
you know, the truth is they don't know either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't know till you see it.
Yep. Or they'll say something just totally, that's just like, okay, yeah, sure, we can make that happen. I want to see this rock fall from the sky and something jump out of the rock. It's just like, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
We've made some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We really have.
Yeah.
You know, not only that, but we've made a lot of custom stuff that, you know, that's not on our website or.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the big pumpkin witches, and I saw one where there was 3 of them, and then there was like a cauldron thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't see that on your website.
It should be on there.
Well, I seen the individuals, but I didn't see like the 3 as a group, and they were like, you know, singing, and there was the and I was like, I don't see that anywhere. I like going everywhere looking for it, but I didn't see it.
Well, look it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Look at the Trans World, dark work, you know, the darkness or the dark zone.
The dark, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's how I usually
Find everything.
When I'm going through it, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this is easier.
Yeah.
You know, if I forget a movement, I'm like, I better check this out. You know, so
The first Scarefactory prop I was going to buy was the ceiling slayer.
yeah.
Do you remember that guy?
I do.
Does it rip open the ceiling?
Yeah.
That thing was pretty cool. When's the last time you made one of those?
It's been a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say maybe 5 years, 6 years since we made one. Yeah.
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, they're interesting.
So what do you guys do when you're coming up with your ideas for props? Do you guys like do meetings? Do you just go to Dave and be like, dude, I got this idea? You know what I mean? Like, what's your creative process?
Well, it depends on the year.
Yeah.
And how busy everything is, if we're still pushing out orders or, we've already got some things figured out. It just depends. A lot of times, Dave will just figure something out that he wants, and he'll be like, hey, I want you guys to do this, So a lot of times, though, we have so much creative freedom to try to figure out what we want to do and what's really going to make it look cool.
Yeah.
If we've got to do wire work around it, what kind of wire work do we want?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of exciting to go through that, yeah.
Sure.
That whole process.
Oh, yeah. That's always the creative part's always the fun part.
Oh, yeah.
Until you can't think of anything. So then tell me how you got into it. Like, what led you to Scarefactory?
Oh, Lord.
That's
a long story, dude.
Well, we got time, man. I ain't going anywhere. Okay, so like, what did you do before Scarefactory?
I worked in sheet metal. I was a union sheet metal worker. So, the first half of that, I worked in architectural sheet metal. Okay. Which is doing all cornice work, fancy stuff like that. Yeah. And then the second half of it, I was doing all the mechanical work. So ductwork installs, HVAC systems, cooling towers, all that kind of stuff.
Right on.
Before that, you asked me how I got into it. So before that, we got to go back a little ways. Okay. I was always a big horror fan. Okay. Yeah. Me and my mom used to watch horror movies. She worked second shift. She'd get off. We'd watch horror movies. Oh, yeah. And it kind of grew like that. And, got into the Famous Monsters magazines and all the other magazines at that time that were going along with it. So I started getting interested in, big Halloween fan. Mm-hmm. So all the makeup that went along with it, you know, doing all that. And as time went on, it just got bigger. I got the Dick Smith makeup kit. Yeah. And, I was doing that. And then I was finding books on how to do this and that and the other. And then
doing makeup.
And then I was, I think my first static props, I was in maybe 6th grade. And I had built 3 static props. And then I got, into girls. So that kind of went away for a little bit.
Funny how that works.
Yeah. Yeah. But I kept going with it. I had a good enough job to where, I could invest some money into learning how to sculpt, getting all my materials together. Oh, yeah. Okay. So did all that, learned how to do acrylic teeth, eyes, just kept going with it, you know. So I kept investing into it. And then I started having Halloween parties, and that kind of outgrew my house. Okay. So I had a buddy. At this time, I had a paintball business, and this was back when it very first started. So, that's where the money was just all at in the beginning.
Paintball.
Yeah. And then, but I had a buddy that wanted me to do a haunted trail for him, and it was going to be exclusive. I could only do it for him. He paid for everything. So I was like, hell yeah. Yeah. What an opportunity, right?
Right.
And so we did that for a couple years. And
what time frame were we in here? What year is this?
Oh, I was probably in my late 20s. Okay. So that's been, 30 years
ago? It's a long time ago.
Oh, my God. Surprised I can still remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's been a long time ago. But anyways, I was still working for the union, and I'm like, I want to get out of here. Mm-hmm. I've watched them go from bidding really good jobs down to, 3%, and you got to hurry up. Yeah. It was getting old. And so I went back to college, and
right on.
Yeah, I went to school for fire science, believe it or not.
Fire science.
Fire science.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'd gotten my certification for fire and explosion investigation.
Oh.
And I was taking my classes and everything, going through, and then I was still like looking for jobs and everything, and then I was like, oh, Scarefactory, what's this?
Yeah.
So I applied there, and God, they blew me off for like 6 months or something. Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, found another job. I'm getting ready to get into it, and then
jeez,
they call me up, and I'm like, okay, so go to the interview, and I'm like, I want to be an artist. And then they're like, well, we don't need artists. We need fabricators right now. I'm like, okay, I want to be a fabricator. And I'm like, I'll learn whatever in the hell I want to learn in here.
Perfect.
Yeah, just get me in the door, and I'll learn the rest of it. So, yeah, once I got in, I was just like, whatever, soaking up as much as I could.
Sure.
Want to learn everything.
Oh, yeah. Well, it obviously paid off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look how far it's come since then,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's just wild. Well, and that's cool, though, because it's like it always seems like it starts that way with, well, I love horror movies. It's like how many times I've heard people say,
right,
well, I love horror movies. It's just like, all right, so we're on the right track.
Right.
You know, that's cool, man. That's so cool. Yeah, I wish I had an ounce of the knowledge or talent that guys like you possess, because I really don't. You know what I mean? But it's like to watch. I remember working when I still worked over there, watching people do stuff like that, from the fabricating part to the sculpting and molding. It just fascinated me because it was just interesting to see someone that could really get it like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're really making that that's the finished product. Holy shit.
Right.
Watching the process.
Yeah. Yeah. It takes a lot of people to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it does, to pull it all off.
What do you like doing the most? Like, all right, look, let me rephrase that. What daily chores of Kermit at Scarefactory? Is it babysitting now, or are you still getting in the trenches?
I kind of do everything.
Yeah.
I don't call it babysitting because people should be responsible.
Sure,
for
absolutely.
what they're doing, especially in there. And I kind of I have that atmosphere of commanding that for talent.
Yeah.
Do it for yourself. Don't do it for me.
Right. Oh, yeah.
But I do everything. I mean, I still fabricate. I fabricate all day long.
Yeah.
I'll take care of people if they call me up and say, hey, Kermit, something's wrong, or can you give me, an idea of, or whatever.
Yeah.
So, order nuts and bolts, order steel, figure out if we should change something on a, prop, bigger cylinder or whatever. So.
Yeah. So basically everything.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
So, when's my stuff going to be ready?
November, I told you. It's got a tag on it already.
Yeah.
It's built. We got it in the corner.
Yeah. It's collecting dust and interest.
Yes, of course.
How much do you get of that? Hey, man, when's my stuff good? You got my stuff done yet? You get a lot of that? Aside from me?
Not really.
No, that's good.
No, I talk to a lot of people, and my job is director of fabrication at the Scarefactory. So it's not answering phones,
sure,
being polite to people or anything. I could go to work and be a dick. And everybody's got to tolerate it. I don't do that, but I could.
Yeah.
But I talk to a lot of people, and if they got a problem, we'll try and work it out. That's the big. That's kind of like just something I took upon myself.
Sure.
I've had people say, "Hey, Kermit, for whatever reason we can't get hold of Dave," or I've tried to do this route or whatever, and I'm like, okay, let me take care of it. Let me see what I can do to help you out, and that's what I do.
And you did that for me.
Yeah, and I don't mind doing that for anybody.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's got my phone number in this industry.
Right.
I believe. You know? I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah. Well, and it's got to be, I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for you, obviously, but I mean, it's got to be somewhat tough. You know what I mean? Or maybe a little taxing or stressful when, you know, people say that kind of stuff like, hey man, what's going on? I can't find something, like I can't get a hold of this person. And, you know, and Scarefactory kind of had that for a hot minute, that maybe that stigma a little bit, which is not obviously in your control, but you know, to try to be like, it's cool, man. I got you. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Where,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Where it's just like,
no, you're right. Because there's times where, you know, people call me up and they've got legitimate excuses or, you know, for whatever's happened.
Sure.
And I'm not in all of it.
Mm-hmm.
You
Sure.
know,
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I can't be the whole front office and the whole back office and everything. So I choose not to even try to be that part of it. You know,
Sure.
I don't know exactly what your shipping date is unless I have a schedule in front of me.
Right.
But, you know, I guess I have a way with, you know, I'm an honest guy and I'm going to try and help you out. So, you know, I have a way of maybe calming you down a little bit. You know, you have my phone number, you've contacted me. Let me try to work through this and help you out. You know, I'm the guy that's going to help you out. So, you know,
absolutely.
Don't be mad at me.
Right. Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Don't be mad at me. I can be a dick, but I'm not gonna.
Right. And you know, that's happened before too.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and I think that happens to a lot of places more than what people probably even really know. Because again, I used to vend, and there's always people out there where it's like you could give them exactly what they want.
Oh yeah.
And it ain't gonna be good enough.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just like you get to the point where you're just like, why the fuck did you even order this then?
Yeah.
Why did you come to my booth and order my shit? And me give you what you order if that's not what you wanted. Well, I wanted it this way. It's like, well, no, it's like, you know, the order said you wanted it this way.
Yeah. It's funny because that just happened to me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, by the end of it, I'm like, you know, I'm done with you.
Exactly.
I have been over backwards as far as I can do. I've done everything you asked me for. And now this, pass.
Well, and it even transfers down to even like, you know, and they should know, especially if like you do what I do. So it's like, even in this world, it's like, I know that everybody comes through the haunted house. There's going to be a lot of people that don't like it or that didn't have as good a time as this person did.
Right.
You know, but we try to make it as best we can. We try to listen to what the customers want and give them what they want the best we can. And, you know, kind of do something that we think is going to wow them or, you know, maybe have them see something they've never seen before, which is what everybody's trying to do.
Right.
And you could do this amazing, you know, scene and people could be like, yeah, that was shit. That was trash.
Yeah.
You know, gas can in a match, start over. Just like, you know what I mean?
Right.
But there's always those people out there.
Right.
So it is what it is. What are you going to do? You're just going to keep going and try and make a better prop and, you know.
Yeah, we've come a long way with that.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
We really have, you know.
Yep. For sure. Because we're like, we're at the point now where it's like, it's just trying to like to always get better but maintain. And I think that is like kind of what everybody else is doing. You know what I mean? Like in your world,
right?
To where it's like, we got to keep going, but we got to maintain our, you know, our level of integrity, our level of what we're, you know, and you guys knock it out of the park. When you walk it, it's like you walk into the dark room and you look to the right every time just to see what is it going to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The big, massive props.
Right.
Got to be just, you know, crazy. What's the biggest mold you guys have? That was a question I've been dying to ask. I always forget, though. Biggest mold.
Well, probably the biggest would have to be one of the 20-foot skeleton chest pieces, I would imagine. Not the heaviest, but it's one of the bigger ones, yeah.
So you got that mold. Say that mold is sitting right here and you're going to run one.
Yeah.
For the people who don't know exactly how that works, we're going to run this piece, this skeleton chest piece. What are you doing? First thing, you got the mold out, then what?
Well, you got to clean it out first.
Okay, clean it.
Unless, you know, you don't want to get all the dust and everything out of there.
Right.
And then if you have it, you know, put a release agent in there.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's you know, hard mold, which ours are for that one,
like stone molds.
Yeah, stone mold for that one. You want to start latexing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you'll probably latex it, however many times, 3, 4, 5 times, whatever, till you get your right thickness. Then you'll put some foam in it, 2-part foam.
The polyfoam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get tired of trying to pull it out of the mold.
But you put release in it.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
You got air. You're blowing air under it.
Might as well just water it, Water the mold. Okay. It's breathing. Suck it in the moisture.
Is it just hell on those big? Because I've never worked with anything that big.
Yeah, I don't have to pull the molds. Obviously.
You're past that part now.
I've never had, I've helped pull molds.
Yeah.
But, I pity those guys.
Yeah.
Because, pulling some of that shit out of there is it's a workout.
Yeah.
It's a workout.
Just even like when we would do just a full body or even just half a body, it's just like getting that, because like certain parts of the once you pour the foam, it like just like suctions itself to the mold.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when we do the body, there's this piece like right here in the one body mold that we used to run where it was just like,
yeah.
And you're just like, you're just trying to pull it out and you don't want to crack anything. You're blowing air in it, powder,
Yeah.
I can't imagine one of those giant ones that you guys have.
Got to worry about the undercuts.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we've learned that. We, those new caskets that we put out, those fist caskets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole different process. That's not, vacuum formed or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
Because you can tell because
they're cool.
There's so many undercuts in that thing. You could not vacuum form that.
Yeah, yeah.
But the mold, I had to cut the mold apart on that one.
Really?
Yeah, so we could separate it when we actually mold them.
Do you have are all the molds there like stone molds, or do you do any fiberglass or resin stuff?
No, we've got all kind of shit.
All sorts of them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You name it, we've got it.
So you don't have to make any of the molds either, then? You don't
No,
don't do any of that?
No.
That's no fun either.
No. I watch everybody to make sure that everything's going smooth. And there'll be times where, I advise them, hey,
yeah,
instead of doing it like this, do it like this or something else. But for the most part, those guys that's their department. They need to
need to know their shit.
They need to know what's going on. And if you don't know, ask and, do it
that
way. Better to ask the first time than have to fucking tear it all apart, throw it in the trash and try again.
Oh, God. That's, no. You don't want to do that. That's for damn sure.
It happens.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, So I always ask people, and you kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, like where it comes from. You know what I mean? So it's just like you mentioned that you loved horror movies.
Yeah.
So as a kid, are you from Ohio originally?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you grew up around here. Ohio's a big Halloween state. Trick or treating, October, we love it all. So growing up, was that a normal thing for you? Like the horror movies on Saturday nights and
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah? What's your favorite one?
Favorite horror movie?
Yeah.
Well,
can't say.
There's so many good ones, but I'm a big fan of like the early black and whites. You know, I can watch Dracula or Frankenstein.
Sure.
And get a kick out of that. I've seen them so many times. I don't need to watch them anymore.
Right.
Big fan of The Creature, but I liked them all. I didn't have a favorite. My thing was I want to do what they're doing. I want to make up and I want to make monsters and shit like that.
Did you ever work in a haunted house? Like as an actor
no.
Never done that?
Never worked in a haunted house. Yeah. But, I did, and this is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I did enter like pumpkin carving contest.
Okay.
So, but the only pumpkin carving that I did was I would just like cut half of the side of the pumpkin out and I'd stick a remote control head in there with eyes that moved around. I was always winning. And then finally they're like, it's a carving contest.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay. So I can't do this anymore.
You always got to just take it a step further.
Yeah. that was the key.
Well, I carved that part out.
Right.
I filled it back in.
He just left the knife in it.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, so do you ever go to any of the haunted houses to see some of the props and how they're working in the scenes?
I have gone to haunted houses.
Yeah.
I'm really good friends with Tim May.
Mm-hmm. At the Hoochie?
Yeah. So, I've been up there, a lot. But but not to just go through his haunted house. You know, he's a good friend. We sit around and bullshit and, you know, talk and do our thing. But as far as going in haunted houses, I think the last one I went through was The Darkness. And that was just kind of a tour that Larry gave me.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm just not big on going through a haunted house.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. I get the premise of it. I think some of the stuff that people do is just outstanding.
Gotcha.
You know, I can watch it on YouTube and be like, damn, you guys did good this year. You know, I don't need to walk through the haunt. You know?
Yeah.
I don't really need to feel that atmosphere anymore.
Yeah.
Because I can always, when you're walking through, just look for tennis shoes, you know. You know, you're not going to be scared if you do that.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, but my thing is I like the entertainment of it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we do as a company.
Sure.
You know, we don't build scary shit. We build entertaining things.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some of it is so big that it's like, I don't know how scary that's going to be, but it's not going to provide that, you know, like a jump scare.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's going to set you up. Maybe you're going to look at that. Oh, Jesus, what is that?
Sure.
You know?
It's eye candy.
It really is. Yeah. And it's just like, it's just out of this world how like how big that stuff can be and still work. We in the board in there, it's these just really shitty drawings that we do. Cause we're just like, all right, so we're going to put this one here, like with the stuff we ordered from you guys. And put this one here and this one here and this one here. Cause we ordered those 3 props. And I'm like, yeah, that'll be awesome. People are just going to not know what to think. But then we're like, I don't know if it's going to fit. We're going to have to move this one to over here now. And so we're like trying to break it down to make it look, you know, to make sure we're using them properly. Because a lot of the times, like, not all the time, but like when I go, it's just like, I didn't know that was an option. I didn't know something like that was going to be here. I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
We're getting that because it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
And, you know, what are we going to do with it? I don't know. We'll figure it out. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's usually a big part of the process is like, we'll figure something out to do with it. It looks cool. People are going to be like, holy shit, what is that?
Well, that's when we get lucky.
Yeah, there you go. All right, man. So then if you don't go through haunted houses, really, it's funny though that you brought up Tim May because I remember it was the last time we went through Haunted Hoochie. There was that one room that was just might as well been a Scarefactory show floor because there was just so many props. We were just like, oh my god, it was just everywhere. You know what I mean? That's probably got to be convenient being right there so close. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, we're friends.
Yeah.
He doesn't come up and buy a bunch of shit. And,
no.
You know, nothing like that. And like I say, I don't go through his haunt a lot, but.
Does he still run the Hoochie? You
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's right there.
I've heard so many things.
Backyard, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. No, I've just heard, like, the funny thing with him was I met him. I haven't talked to him in many years, but I met him like the first year we went to Trans World. And I have never seen him at Trans World since the first couple years I went there. I haven't seen him since.
Yeah.
You know, and then when I deliver, because I would deliver, like he ordered these like 3 living statues that we had. It was basically there's a Grim Reaper looking statue, and then it's kind of hollowed out, and you put an actor inside it, and it just looks like a statue, and it's kind of a jump scare prop. And then we'd had these other ones that were you just foam fill them. So that you didn't know which one was, you know, kind of, that was the idea. Right. You don't know which one's real, which one, or if none of them are real or they are. And he bought 3 of those. And then he had told me that somebody had broke into the attraction and stole all of his masks.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, holy shit. So this is back in, you know, like I said, 2010. And he really liked our masks because they're foam latex and they're, you know, they're not heavy. They're not, you know, they're easier to wear type of such situation. And he bought just a ton. I mean, he bought a lot. So we told him, it was like, dude, we're in Crestline, Ohio. We're up by Mansfield. I'll no shipping. I'll bring them down to you. And he was sure to tell me that he wasn't paying full price for anything.
Of course.
He was just like, I'm not paying full price. It's all right. We're all discounted right now. Yeah, but I even want a bigger discount. I was like, okay, dude.
Right.
And he let me, like, when I got down there, because I had the big van and I just masks everywhere. And the props, and I took him down, and he was like, do you want to, he goes, have you ever been here before? I said, I've been here one time, but it was, you know, a couple years ago. And he's like, well, come on, go ahead and walk through. So he let me like walk through it.
Yeah.
And just like, they're working on stuff, and I'm just like, sure. He's like, yeah, go ahead. So I like got to walk through and check it all out. I was just like, man.
Yeah.
It was like just seeing the behind the scenes stuff and everything. It was really fun.
Yeah.
It was fun as going. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you didn't go to his party room.
Here's the funny thing about that. So I'm walking through, I go through, the big barn part, and it's got, it looked like an old house back then.
Right.
I went through all that, and then we get out to like that ghost town or that, what I'm talking about, where he has all the, so I'm there, and I'm walking through, and I'm just kind of looking and taking it all in, and I walk up, and there was these steps that went up, and I saw them, and I was just like, why not? You know what I mean? So I like kind of just walked up. He said I could go anywhere I wanted. And I walked up there and I opened the door and I kind of looked in, and it was just like, there was like a bar.
Yep.
And like, there's like maybe one or two pool tables. And I'm like, what is this? And I think there might've been like deer on the wall or something. And then there was like, what's going on? So I kind of walked in and I looked around. I was like, hey, what's up? Anybody here? And I'm looking around. I was like, maybe I shouldn't be here. So I kind of like, cause I didn't really know him that well. And I was just like, I don't want to, be like, oh fuck, what are you doing up there? Like, oh shit, okay. So I kind of looked and peeked in. I was like, oh, this is fucking cool.
Yeah.
And then I kind of skedaddled on out of there and found him. I was like, dude, thanks for letting me walk around. I appreciate it and everything. And he was really super cool about it. And I went on my way, and I saw him the next year at Trans World, I believe, and shot the shit with him. And I'll bet you that was the last time I talked to him.
Yeah. He doesn't go to Trans World much anymore.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen him in forever. I haven't seen a Hoochie shirt at Trans World in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. When's the last time you talked to him?
A couple months ago.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, we stay in touch every once in a while.
That's cool. Yeah, we haven't been to the we went to the Hoochie COVID year was the last year we went.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were like one of the, like us and them and a few more that were like open, but like we got there and they were just like, how would I forget, they like looked in the car and they go, anybody in here have COVID or show symptoms? And we were like, no. They're like, all right, go on. And on we went. We just pulled in and nice. Went through the Hoochie like we always do and had a good time. Yeah, good shit.
Yeah.
So, what is coming up for you personally? Do you have anything else you do? Do you got your own personal like side projects you do other than Scarefactory?
Not really. I've got I haven't really started messing with it, but I've got this suit that was given to me by a director, and it's of the Power Rangers. So I've got it back in my. I've got it all tore down right now.
All right.
Because I'm trying to rebuild the base of it. Okay. And put it back together. So it's Goldar from the Power Rangers.
Okay.
It's a really weird suit, but hey, it was free, so Power Rangers is a big thing. So
there you go. Power Rangers.
Yeah, that's about the only thing I've got going on right now.
Yeah.
I don't even know when I'll finish it. I was gonna actually do it all up like Dracula. And,
there you
something
go.
Cool like that. But
Power Ranger Dracula.
Everybody's like, no, man, it's a Power Ranger, and I'm like, okay.
What does that mean to me?
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Not a damn thing.
Yeah, cool prop though. So
yeah, there are a lot out there. Some of the props you see, like even at Trans World or any of the other conventions you go to, you want to buy them. Like I got some in my office there. It's like, nah, I'm going to keep this in here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're just cool.
Yeah. I've been kind of like throwing around the idea of maybe writing a book or doing like a manual or like something like that.
A book.
Yeah.
I would read it.
Yeah.
And that says a lot. I don't like reading. I like pictures.
Okay, I'll put pictures in it.
So do you ever go to like Midwest or East Coast or any hit? I mean, like just personally go just to go?
Yeah, I used to go to Midwest all the time.
Yeah.
But since it moved, I'm like, I don't want to drive to Chicago anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Went to East Coast the first year, and I was, came home, and the end result was, holy fuck, how much did I have to pay to drive through Pennsylvania? I'm like, holy crap, man.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, East Coast, and stay on the East Coast if that's what they want to do,
Yeah, it's fun. I like going to the conventions for the the haunt tours.
Right.
Is what I like to do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but not being much of a haunted house guy, you know.
That's just funny.
Yeah.
You work at Scarefactory. I'm not really much of a haunted house guy.
No.
I'm just around them and the people that run them all the time.
Oh, the people are great.
Yeah.
You know, I've met so many great people in this industry.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, we're doing a convention here. I kind of got to do a cheap plug real quick. Got to whore myself out a little bit. No, we're doing a convention here this weekend. You know what I mean? Where we're going to do the Ohio Hunters Convention down here. Would have loved to have had Scarefactory put up a booth. I don't got a dark zone, but, you know.
Yeah, you know, we would have just been a photo op for you.
Yeah, there you go. That's fine.
Right.
Here's photos with you. We got Kermit over here.
Yeah,
We got the big 20-footer. We got Kermit.
Ain't that popular.
Yeah, right. No, we're gonna do. I mean, it's more of like just it's it's not a trade show. It's more of a convention. They're gonna do some classes and stuff like that, and the Ohio Hunters Association's putting it on. It's gonna be fun. You know, let me know, dude, if you're free, you want to swing up. You know, come on up, check it out. We're doing a Saturday and Sunday, and it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna open the haunted house up. Not that you want to do that, but we'll open it up and we're gonna run it. There's gonna be Friday night. They're gonna do the Mohican Haunted Schoolhouse is going to open up and run Friday for after load in. So that'll be cool. We'll probably go check that out. And then Sunday or for Saturday and Sunday, you can come check out. And they're going to do it in the big cell blocks. They're going to put all the booths. The vendors are all going to be in the cell blocks. They did it back in 2019. It was fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we just thought, yeah, it's time. It's time. Let's bring it back. And, it's going to be a good time. I can't wait for it. But yeah, man, if you're in the area or if you want to, come up, dude, just get a hold of me.
Yeah.
It'd be great to have you. I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't say that too fast.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. We don't have a Marriott to go hang out at afterwards.
Right.
But they are having a big costume ball up in the Central Guard. Have you ever been up at the Central Guard room?
Yeah, I believe I have.
Yeah, it's the big open room with the glass on the sides. They're going to do a big costume party up there. There'll be, booze and bunch of people running around in costumes, and
yeah, that's cool.
God knows what'll happen by the end of the night.
Yeah,
if we're lucky.
I kind of have an idea.
You ever go to those costume parties at Trans World?
I went once.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
me too.
One time,
been like once, maybe. No, it was twice. I went twice.
Yeah, just once for me.
Yeah, was that enough?
Yeah, it was enough. That was enough.
So I got a funny one. I went to one. Like one of the first years I went there, and it was just like, okay, whatever. It was fun, I guess. And I didn't go the second time. But then when we started going back to Trans World, I was like, yeah, they have this big costume party up in that big ballroom, so we'll go up and check it out. And it was me and this girl that used to work here, and the one guy you met outside that was wearing the green jacket. He was supposed to go, but he got like sick or something. He ended up in his hotel room, and he didn't go. So we go to this party, and I was like, I haven't been here in a long time, but they had like all these tarot card reader people that are like reading tarot cards or palm readers. Hell, I don't remember. I didn't do it. But the girl that I was with who worked here, she did it. I was like, all right, whatever. And we're just having drinks or whatever. And I see this guy, and he's wearing a kilt, but he's wearing he had this costume on. I don't remember exactly what it was, but he's wearing this kilt. And he walked up, and he was like, hey, guy. And he pulls the kilt up. And I was just like, hey, oh, Jesus Christ. And there was like 7 dicks just hanging off of me. And I'm sitting there just like, oh, my God. So I'm like, hold on. So I get my phone out and I start recording him. And I told him, I said, hey, Paul, we miss you. And he did that. And I sent it to the dude that was like in his room sick. And I was like, hey, this dude's here looking for you. It was so damn funny. And then I sent it to my old boss. And I said, hey, this guy said he misses you at Trans World. What's going on, And kind of just, busting balls a little bit on them. But, yeah, that was that costume party. You know what I mean? That was my last experience at that. I was like, yeah, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
I think I'm good to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I like going just to talk to the people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Other vendors, clients, whatever.
Yeah.
Because I'm like an information whore. Give me something.
Yeah.
What's going on? How's people doing? How's your haunt doing,
Yeah.
Give me whatever you got, because that's how I learned everything.
Sure.
Coming up through here.
You're just soaking it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you guys ever done like movie props?
Yeah, we're well, we've had props that were in movies.
Yeah.
So,
but never like, will someone come and like, hey, we're doing this movie. We need this prop made. It's always just ended up in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much just always ended up in a movie.
Can you name drop the movie?
I think it's called Dark Ride.
Dark Ride?
Yeah.
That sounds familiar. I don't know.
It's like a drinking movie for us.
A drinking?
Yeah, it's like a drinking game because every time you see a Scarefactory prop, you gotta take a drink. You'll be done.
Yeah, there's that many, huh?
Oh, that many.
Holy shit. Dark Ride, we'll have to check that out.
First 10 minutes or so, you'll be out of it.
That's cool. Dark Ride. Yeah, maybe we'll look that up and see if we can. When was it made? Was it like an older movie?
Oh, yeah. It was way
90s,
before.
80s?
I don't know.
No, not that old. Can't be that old. If Scarefactory's in it, right?
Right.
That's good stuff. Dark Ride. Yeah, I'm going to go look that up now. We're going to have to IMDb that one. Get Kermit an IMDb.
I don't drink. I ain't drinking for that movie.
Have you ever like thought about like doing movies and stuff? Have you ever wanted to do that kind of stuff?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been out in Hollywood and the movie producer that I know, he's like, oh man, you should come out to Hollywood. We'd love to have you out here and do this, that, and the other. And I'm like, I don't know. I've talked to some of the people out there and they're just like,
not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, kind of like hit or miss in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I want to do that.
Yeah. Hey, you got a good gig where you're at.
Yeah, I got a pretty good gig.
Yeah, so it's like it's going to take a lot for me to leave this.
Yeah,
for sure. Well, I mean, hey, I mean it's ever changing. You never know. Never say never, Kermit.
Well,
you could be on that big screen.
It'd have to take a lot.
Yeah.
In this industry, I've had a lot of job offers from a lot of different people.
Yeah.
And they're like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "Well, for me to do anything, it'd have to be a lot."
Yeah.
Because, the Scarefactory's given me that opportunity to learn as much as I could.
Yeah.
The trials and the errors and everything.
Sure.
And I've went through all of that. And, I'm a pretty big asset to the place. And
sure.
And, I'm compensated for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I like what I do. I like how I can go about it. So, it would have to be quite a bit to pull me away from something like that.
Well, and sometimes that's, it's better that way when, no matter what is going on, that's like, dude, I really like where I'm at. It's like, you're going to have to be like really stupid in order to get me to leave.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not always, sunshine and rainbows.
Never
Don't get
is.
me wrong.
Yeah.
There's times where it just freaking sucks.
But not very often.
Often enough. But, I've had great opportunity there. I've had the opportunity to learn what I know now. So
right. Which is a lot. You're like,
yeah.
I mean, really, it's like you could basically do whatever you needed to do to make it work, no matter where you went.
Yeah.
Like knowing what you know
Sure.
and everything you've been.
Sure.
So that's good to have. It's good job security blanket.
Well, either it is or it ain't.
Yeah.
Like I said, I enjoy what I'm doing. So
yeah. Well, we enjoy what you do too, Kermit. Let's just put it that way.
I appreciate it.
We enjoy it a lot, and we've had a lot of good things with the stuff we've gotten from you, and it's been like you've treated us good.
Yeah.
And we definitely appreciate it. And I've never heard a bad word about you. Good reputation. And that's, saying a lot these days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It really is.
Yeah.
But yeah. God, it's good. It's good seeing you. I just like, we've got to be able to make this work. I'm going to turn you into a haunted house guy. You're going to be up here every weekend during October.
I bet you I won't.
Fine. Have it your way.
You could try.
I do try.
Yeah, I know. I know. Everybody does.
It was like, hey, how come I've been on a podcast? I'm like, all right, let's see if all right, Kermit, we're going to go on. Now you show up.
Oh, that's funny. How many years ago was that?
That was a minute. Yeah. Going back, I'm trying to think. I don't know. Has it been like 4 years? I think I've been doing this maybe. I'm on like 50 some episodes. And like we were talking before outside where it was like, I don't really do it to I got to do one a week. You know what I mean? It's more for fun. And this is like what we're doing right now is like, I could do this for another, 5 hours and just sit there and shoot the shit with you and, talk all night. But, that would get boring for everybody else where we'd probably say things we'd regret.
What do you mean we haven't yet?
I don't think so. Not yet anyways. Right. Maybe we have.
Give us time.
I don't think I'm not getting, canceled. But, we could make that happen.
Oh, yeah.
We should have a contest. Who could get canceled first? You go first.
Let's flip a coin.
Yeah, no, I insist. Holy shit. Well, listen, man, I appreciate you being here. I'm glad you drove up from Columbus to Mansfield to check it out. And, dude, you are welcome here anytime you want to come back and shoot the shit. You got some more stuff to tell us. Let me know, man. Get a hold of me.
All right, man.
Sound like a plan?
I appreciate the offer.
And then, August. Maybe we'll see you when we get some props, right? August.
November. I got you covered.
I got you. All right, man. On it. Hell yeah. Well, you messaged me the other day saying you were like, hey, we're starting your stuff. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Actually, I'm just waiting on some chain.
Yeah? Okay. When you said actually, I'm like, oh, don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
No, they're built.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Dude, don't say. Now I'm getting all excited. Can I get them before this weekend?
Dude,
no?
You're not getting them till November.
You just got to hold them right here. We're like,
yeah,
there they are, buddy.
What do you got? Free tickets, huh?
Yeah. I want to go to Ink. How's that going to work?
Yep.
All right, buddy. Well, hey, again, thanks for coming, man. And, we'll see you soon.
All right, man.
All right, dude. Thanks a lot.